Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Celtics. Currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins. And of course, Washington, they are struggling down in the bottom of their conference.
Well, right now for Boston, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
Well, some teams do stumble out of the gates, but there's still plenty of time to turn it around. Having said that, fans and the media tend to be a very impatient bunch.
And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And for the Wizards, we've got George, Trae Young out there with Johnson. Then there's Davis. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And you look at rookies coming in now versus decades past. Do they get more playing time right away nowadays, Tim?
I think it's fairly similar, B.A., but I do think there's more scrutiny on these teams with these high picks, so they'll get an opportunity sooner rather than later. Back in the day, a lot of these guys stayed in school longer, so they may have been more NBA ready.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Tatum passes to Brown. Shoots over George. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Right side Pritchard. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Pritchard's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Count it.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Outside Davis. George outside. Pass to Davis. Right wing. Young from long range. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Here's White. Here he goes. Good work there as it goes.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keith. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. B.A.?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Free throw's good. Young. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Hey, look, make no mistake about it. Trae Young is an elite offensive force in this league. A guy who can single-handedly carry an offense.
Now here's Tatum, coming off a terrific game against New York. He was all alone on that one.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Here's Johnson. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Yep, count it.
And you can tell Johnson enjoys toying with defenses and pick and rolls, just taking what they give him.
Tatum with a screen to the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at New York. They pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're middle of the pack right now. These guys understand what needs to be done to move up. It all comes down to execution.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. New group for Washington. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, Boston.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
What's 26?
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. There's a screen to the inside. And that one's good. Gill.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Celtics have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Here's Gonzalez. Coulibaly defending. Outside Carrington. Pass to Champagny. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Carrington. Sinks the tray.
Man.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the
That's
pick.
one of the strengths right now for the Wizards. Their strengths are dribbling and 3 points.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Hauser,
All
that's
right.
good.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Pass to Riley. And here's Coulibaly. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Riley's shot is off. Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Walsh. Pure from 3-point range.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Tie game in Washington. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game.
Oh yeah,
What
I'm
we've seen so
playing
far from the Wizards,
2K26.
guys.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. On the floor for Boston, they've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Garza in at the power forward. Back to Brown. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Boston making a switch here. Payne's checked in. All right, Tim, let's focus on Bilal Coulibaly. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. My goodness.
And tremendous tools for a wing defender, B.A. He was a late bloomer, and he's still working on his skill level, but if that comes along, watch out.
Wizards leading by 3. Pass to Riley. Jacks up a 3. Queta pulls it in. Koulibaly against Brown. There's the screen. Here's Queta. And the Celtics making a change here. Exum's checked in.
First team foul. Boston substitution. Number 12. Dante Exum.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Brown passes to Garza. Davis for the rebound.
Come on.
You gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Riley. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Riley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. They set a pick. Inside. Here's Queta. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Washington making a change here. Young's checked in. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Exum. There's Young with the 3. Counted from distance. And the Wizards lead by 7.
They were not kidding about the 3 being their strength.
Downtown, extending their lead.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you, B.A.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You love a big man like Vucevic. Puts in the effort to keep improving. For example, look at what he's done with his perimeter shooting.
And that one falls for Vucevic. Second free throw, no good. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Vucevic, a screen on Young. Here's Brown. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in. Brown's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Johnson passes to Davis. Off target from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vucevic, a screen on Young to the middle. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Rolling with purpose off the pick. Vooch, impressive basketball IQ, is really featured in screen and rolls.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Young with a screen on Tatum. Johnson inside, pounded by Tatum. Here's Davis. Nice touch by Davis inside.
He is an overpowering presence inside. AD playing with so much confidence and force in the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jeff Finney, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Boston also changing it up. Walsh is checked in for Hauser. Derek White comes in for Garza. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Brown. Celtics trail by 6. Now Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to Vucevic. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Stolen by Young. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
That one on Tatum.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
And Washington making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in. White against George. Misses in close. Wizards leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Outside Johnson. Six on the shot clock. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Tatum. Tatum works through the defense inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. They made a lot of shots, and we got to do better at making it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going, guys.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Pretty interesting how this is all coming together, don't you guys think?
Not interesting. It's exactly how I predicted it would look.
Oh, sure. Like you could have predicted the standings would look just like this. Whatever floats your boat.
Kenny, you leave my boat out of this. I'll make you walk the plank.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Washington Wizards.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy's been getting it done, Alexander Sarr.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then there's George, then there's Sarr, and it's Davis in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Washington right now.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Pick by Vucevic. And Alexander Sarr going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pulls it from 20. And they pick up 2. Pritchard's got 7.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
High post Davis. Back to Young. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Young's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 8-point game. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. There's Tatum with the 3. Washington with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Size and shooting touch, always in demand, legs, and 2 things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
Davis from long range. He can't hit that time.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
4-3. Tatum can't hit. Washington leading by 7. And the Wizards on the break. Young misses. To the middle.
Ah, come on.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Young, the pass to George. Young with a screen on Brown. George in the post. Brown's there. There's Young with the 3. Celtics trail by 7. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum against George. And there's the lob. Oh, go up and get it, Jaylen Brown.
I love seeing players connect like this. Brown excels at knowing when to go for alley-oops.
A minute 53 left in the 3rd. Here's Young. And again, Washington, no good.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Young. Give him 8 points now. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Whitmore. Here's the pick. Shoots. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Hauser with it. Here's Kata, and he dunks it down.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Outside Young to end the drought. The rebound, Celtics.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Tatum looking it over for the lead. Rebounded by Champagny.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Come on.
First team foul.
Carrington, he's checked in for Washington.
For your Wizards, number 7, Carlton.
The Wizards have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Riley. Outside Carrington. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 5 on the clock. Here's Whitmore outside. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 4 rebounds now. Stolen by Coulibaly. 4 seconds left. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Wizards out in front, leading by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the floor for Boston, they've got Sam Hauser, and it's Brown in at the 2. Davis misses.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
It's Brown on the wing. Coulibaly defending. And right through it goes!
Yeah, tonight has been all about Jaylen Brown, a legit star in this league.
Pass to Riley. Here's Champagny. Now Carrington. Shoots from 12. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis packs it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Here's Queta. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Riley, defended by Hauser. And it's rejected. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And Washington making a change here. Young's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Champagny. 4 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. For 3. Washington again can't hit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walsh. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Davis. Yes, sir!
Come on.
The finish with the jam.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
Outside Tatum. Shoots. Ooh, it doesn't go.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Now Coulibaly. Here's Young. From deep. Ooh, it misses.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Jason Tatum. Oh, Tatum's
Nice.
dribble is pure.
What I needed.
Controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And Washington making a change here. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Young, no good from 3.
Yeah, he keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
A thunderous two-hander with authority.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Young against Brown. Shoots a 3. Oh, he cannot hit.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
For 3. Oh, it misses. Washington trailing. George. Young outside. George, a screen on Brown. Outside George. Takes a 3. Davis just in time with the putback.
Big bucket from AD, reminding you why he is an NBA champion.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Some changes here for the Celtics. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Derek White comes in for Garza, and Pritchard is subbed in for Walsh. And here's Tatum. Vucevic.
What I love about Vucevic is he's aggressive looking for his shot, which draws the defense's attention.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a lead. He hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Young fires! The 3 is off.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean,
nice.
You have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Now George. Oh, no good. It's tipped. And Pritchard, here we go. And there it is. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, money!
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now is a great way to extend the lead.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Boston, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
So we see Boston get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jalen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan and everything will fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation